How's it feel? A tie game.
Shit, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm pissed off. I'm very disappointed with overall how we performed. I even told Jordan to the side, thank you for having our back today. That's why it's so pivotal to, you play complimentary football, because today Jordan played like the player he was, and we let him down. We didn't live up to the expectations on defense. I mean, for me, bro, there's only one thing for me, and I told y'all from the beginning. All I know is go. So from the snap of that football, it was just about killing four. And now it's on to whoever the Bengals got up, just killing that opponent. I just didn't think we did a great job today.
They might get in overtime. The Russian Jack breaks out of the pocket. Clear pass to the zone. What's the significance of that play? And then look at the game. You score a touchdown.
Yeah, it's just all about not letting my teammates down, going 100% every play. I owe it to every person in the organization, every person in that locker room to give my absolute best every time. So I don't look at the play as like, I think I'm here on this podium because I'm supposed to make that play, not because it's like, oh my God, he made a play. Like, I'm supposed to make that play. I'm supposed to help our defense. That's the reason why I was brought here. Like, making plays is what I'm supposed to do. Taking it over games is what I'm supposed to do. I don't think that I should be rewarded for that play. Like, that's the reason why I'm here.
But it didn't seem to rattle. Why not?
I mean, bro, I think we was getting pressure all night. Like, you go watch that all 22, and you look how precise number 4 looked tonight. Just getting to his throws, getting to his receivers, the timing. I think he played a better game than we played defense. So, shout out to Dak. And I told him, I said, you go watch that film, and you lucky. If he wasn't on your shit, it would have been a long day. It would have been a real long day for him. But he played a hell of a game, and I give him kudos for that. I mean, I don't like to talk about myself. You just watch the film, and you let me know how I played. Like I said, I tried to give it all.
This game was coming for the last couple of weeks. Was the emotional part of it harder than you thought or than you anticipated?
Honestly, I think all in all, the emotions for me, being in Dallas went away the moment they traded me. I think, I even told D.Y., I said, understanding, the people that you're around. Like when Goody told me that he was trading for me, he said, let me call Kenny before it breaks. The importance of the organization and that. Like, I didn't even get to talk to my owner, the person that drafted me. I found out to my agent, like, I just feel like, so to me, that emotion side was pointless because the same way he called me in his office as a man, he couldn't tell me as a man. So to me, that emotion side was gone. It was more about a respect factor at this point.
Like, if you feel like that was getting out of the way, you feel like a relief to you, kind of look at it that way?
Nah, because we got 14 games and we got to figure out how we cannot put up 40 points again. So to me, if we're coming off a win and, last week was a fluke, I just don't think we've been putting our best film out, and we just got to get better and fix the little things so that way when we get off this bye, we put a great performance at home.
Do you feel the same way about this team big picture as you did after those first 2 weeks?
Yeah. I think last week we played up to the standard. We was on the little things. Giving up 40 points, bro, like I don't care where we're playing. That's just unacceptable. Like, from me and everyone. Like, I'm not even pointing fingers, just like we got to find a way to get off the field. And we didn't do a great job at that tonight. And I take ownership, Coach and there took ownership. But, ownership is one thing, but doing something about it is another. So we got to, I said, tomorrow, let's all watch this film as a team. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. I think that's the tough conversations that we need to have all together.
In the medical tent, very briefly, was it for concussion check, or did you aggravate
Yeah,
your back?
I don't know. They tried to tell me I hit my head, but I hit my back. I came out for a play, and next thing you know, they took me in a 10. I thought that was very weird, because I didn't even grab my head when I came up. I grabbed my back. I don't know. That was just so weird. I don't know what the NFL saw or why they tried to put me in concussion protocol. That was real strange.
You guys gave up almost nothing the first 25 minutes defensively, and then it seemed like the floodgates opened. Did they change anything offensively, or what do you make of that?
I think we missing D-Watt. Just that depth, that dominant player that he is. His energy is so contagious. I think he's underlooked in his value on this team. He's telling me he's going to go get healthy, and hopefully we get him back soon. But, when you lose a great player like that, it kind of stings.
Hey, Micah, what was it like to actually play against the Cowboys, the guys that you practiced against? And was there a lot of conversation during the game?
Nah, bro, I don't got no conversation. I really had no rap. I mean, I feel like I was giving them my best shot, and they gave me their best shot, and then we just came out to a draw. It was a 12-round fight, like on both sides. Like I think both sides could have played better.
Exchanged jerseys with Trayvon. What was that moment like with somebody that's been your best friend here for 4
Yeah,
years?
I mean that was like without a doubt that I was going to give him my jersey, and he was going to get mine. Like that's my brother for life. He knows that. I love him beyond football. I love him for the person he is. So, we're forever locked in, and we're ever going to be inked together.
2-1 right now, going into the bye is not what I'm sure you would have expected after how the first 2 weeks went. You say you don't feel different about what this team is, but what do you think this team is going into the bye, and how do you get to that point and use this bye to get to that point for the remainder?
I think everything is about how you react to the play, right? I think everything is about how you overcome the challenges and adversity. Now, two things can happen is we can go in that locker room, or we could go home, put our heads down, and we just blame each other and point the finger, or we can be men and we can say, this is where I'm coming from, this is where you're coming from, and how do we fix it? I think we got to be adults here, we got to be professionals, and we got to find a way to be positive. Take the good with the good, bad with the bad. That's just life. Like, there's always going to be bad times. We're in a rough patch right here, and we owe obligation to ourselves, and if we want to be that team, to hold that standard up to get there.
Micah, Heffley said going into this game that he's still learning about you and, different ways that he can use you and what your strengths, weaknesses, things like that. Do you sort of feel like there's more he can do with you as the season goes on?
Yeah, 100%. I think me personally, I feel like, like I told y'all before, outside of Myles Garrett, and even me and Myles is just a little bit different because I can play all 5 spots. I don't think there's anyone that can do what I do.